Hello all, my name is Krish Naik and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, today in this video, we are going to discuss about an interview question that was recently asked to one of my subscriber saying that can we have multiple constructors in Python? Okay, so what does this basically mean? Let's say that I just want to create a simple class. Let's say my class name is animal, okay? And I've actually created it. So here, quickly, I've made it very simple because of the GitHub Copilot, and I'd actually written this code and uploaded it in the GitHub. Anyhow, it was able to extract it. So over here, what we have done is that I've defined two constructors. One is init. Okay, here I'm taking two parameters, name and species. Okay, and here I'm defining self.name is equal to name. So these are my class attributes. These are my class attributes, names and species. And this specific thing, when we are initializing object, we are basically applying we are assigning that particular value over here, right? Similarly, what I have actually done, and in other programming language, you can definitely have multiple constructors based on the number of parameters that you define, right? So in this particular case, I've again defined a constructor. And here, instead of just writing two things, two attributes, two values that we will pass during initialization of the objects, here we are passing three: name, species, and age. Okay. So here we have basically again created three uh, variables or attributes, I'll say, not variables, attributes. So here you have name, species, and age. Okay. And finally, we create a function, make sound, something, something. Okay. Self.name and sound, we are just passing it. Now, this is my animal class. Okay. Now, I hope everybody has got this. Now, what if you will be seeing that if I initialize if I initialize something and see that how this will specifically look. Like I want to initialize an object of animal. Let's say this animal name is dog. Okay. And I'm just going to initialize it. And what all things I really want to call? Suppose let's call this constructor. Okay. This constructor. So over here, you'll be seeing that this constructor basically takes name and species. So it is dog, comma, and here I am basically saying the species is mammal. Okay. So here are my two information. So what happens as soon as I probably initialize this, automatically it will go to the init method and it will basically, assign this dog over here and species over here. So dog will get assigned to the name and mammal will get assigned to the species. And this is how it should basically work, right? So let's go ahead and quickly, just run this code. Over here you have. So I'm just going to run Python constructors.py. It's okay, I can remove this. So here, very much important, something you can see over here. As soon as I run this, it is basically showing that type init missing one required positional argument age. Okay. So here you can quickly see that age is basically given to the second constructor. Okay. So from this, you can definitely see that what happened is that as soon as I defined my second constructor, this has overridden the first constructor. Okay. Now, what if I do? I go over here and probably write the age also. Let's say I'm going to write the age as 15. Okay. Probably the dog is 15 years old. Okay. And let me just print the dog age. Okay. So if I write dog.age, you will be dog.age, which is a variable. I'll be able to see this. Okay. So I will go over here and again print. Let me clear the screen. Python constructor.py. So this will also work. So here you can see now the dog age is printed as 15. Okay. So in Python, definitely you cannot create multiple constructors, but there is a hack. Okay. You can create a multiple constructor, but by using something called as positional argument. Okay. But again, here, when you are creating your positional argument on the fly inside the init, you can create your own attributes and you can use those attributes in any kind of functions. Now, let me show you how that can be done. Now, what I'm actually saying is that instead of writing multiple inits, now you understood what is the problem with respect to writing constructors in Python. This, as you keep on writing, this will get overridden, right? Overridden basically means, now suppose if I go ahead and probably write another definition of init, and probably let's say I'm going to use just one parameter, one more, and here I'm just going to assign some value as 5. Okay. Let's say I'm going to assign some value as 5, and here I'm just going to say that, okay, self dot number is equal to 5. Okay. I'm just doing this. Okay. or instead of 5, let me just define any variable. Fine, I'll just say number. Okay, and this will basically get assigned to this number. Now, as soon as I run this, now this will not be working. This entire init or the constructor has already overridden this thing. Now, how do we fix this issue? Okay, this issue I will try to show you, and I'll try to show you a simple hack. Now, what I'm actually going to do over here is that instead of writing just self, right, I'll write self, and here I will say it as args. Now, what is args? It is a positional argument. Okay, now in this positional arguments, I will just say if, let's say, if the length of args is double equal to 1, okay, then what I'm actually going to do, if I'm just passing one argument over there, I'm just going to say that, okay, this probably can be the name, right? So here I'm just saying self.name is equal to args of 0. Okay, so args is what? Positional argument. So when I'm saying args of 0, automatically this specific attribute is getting created. Now let me write another condition. Else if length of arguments is equal to 2, that basically means I'm just passing 2 arguments as my positional arguments, then I may create 2 attributes like name and species. And similarly, if I probably write elif length of argument is 3, I may probably create another 3 arguments or 3 attributes like name, species, and age, right? Now this is perfect. Just by using one edit method, now can I work into this and can I show you some amazing results? Let's see. Okay, so now here I'm actually giving 3 attributes: dog, mammal, and age. Now see whether this will work or not. Okay, so I will quickly save this and let's go ahead and execute this over here. So I'm just going to write Python constructor.py. So here now you can see that dog age is getting printed. Okay, so in short, you will also be able to see dog dot species. Okay, species is an attribute. You can also print dog dot name. Okay, so all the things you can actually do. Now if I try to execute it, so here you can see 15 mammal dog, right? So everything is basically getting displayed over here in an amazing way, right? Now what have you done over here? Suppose if you just pass one argument, then on the fly you'll just be able to create one attributes, right? But again, this is not a good practice. You should not keep on doing this, because as you keep on growing this specific class, you have to keep on increasing or writing your own condition and creating your own attributes. But yes, this can be an interview question, and similarly one interview question was asked to one of my subscriber and he answered it correctly by using this specific technique. Okay, so I hope you have understood this. So if I probably also try to crawl this print make underscore count, so let me just write like dog dot make underscore count hoof hoof. So the hoof hoof is the sound that he is probably making it. So again, if I try to execute it, here you can see the animal is dog and says hoof hoof. Okay, so definitely you can try it out. And yes, this was it from my side. I hope you like this particular video. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I'll see you all in the next video. Have a great day. Thank you and all. Bye bye.